This is a Pubcast Shot. I'm John Loomer. What does Meta mean by creative diversification? Let's go. So, if you've been reading up on Meta Andromeda recently, you've probably seen a new phrase repeated over and over: creative diversification. If you're not familiar with Meta Andromeda, make sure you read my blog post on this at johnloomer.com/Andromeda. A super simplified definition of Andromeda is this: it's a combination of improved hardware and software that drastically enhance Meta's ability to match ads with an audience. This improvement to Meta's systems was required because there are significantly more variations of ads today than there were a few years ago. This is largely due to Advantage Plus Creative and AI-generated enhancements, but also the text variations that advertisers can provide as well. Now, Meta's old systems would not have been able to handle that scale. It would have created a bottleneck, which is why Andromeda was needed. And that takes us to today's magic phrase of creative diversification. In a March 2025 blog post, Meta said this: with the rise of AI-enabled advertising tools, the focus has shifted from niche targeting to creative diversification as the best lever to find the most relevant audiences. Now, Meta put out another article that summarized advancements covered in the Q2 earnings, and Meta mentioned some form of creative diversification 6 times in that article, including this. I quote, "As AI and automation play a growing role in digital advertising, having a robust creative diversification strategy has become the best lever to finding the most relevant audiences. By uploading multiple creatives with different themes and messages, businesses can leverage Meta's AI to test and optimize at a scale that isn't possible manually," unquote. So what does all this mean? Now, it's honestly something that many advertisers have been saying for a while now, and I'm one of them. Stop obsessing over targeting levers in the ad set. Targeting is mostly controlled in the ad now. But creative diversification is so much more than that. Meta wants us to create many vastly different ads that appeal to vastly different audiences. Andromeda will then help connect the right audiences to the right ad. Now, when we would think of creative variations of the past, they were often minor tweaks. Things like slightly different images, background changes, or updates to text overlays. These are not examples of creative diversification. Examples will include things like different personas, concepts, angles, and formats. So creating different ads that speak to different personas would mean appealing to different customer types and their unique lifestyles and needs. Creating different ads based on unique angles and concepts would include things like a problem and solution approach, focusing on different pain points, highlighting testimonials, or showcasing a product demo. All different approaches. And you could do all of these things while creating different ads that use different formats. They're diverse. So one ad might be a video, while another would be a static image link ad or a carousel. And even with videos, you could have one ad that is a short video, another that's 30 seconds, and another that's longer. You're creating a diverse set of ads to reach a diverse pool of potential customers. This abandons the old approach of searching for the single winning combination of ad copy and creative. Now, I've talked about this before, and Andromeda makes it even more obvious. If you create a diverse set of ads that can appeal to different groups of people, you're going to have different ads that work best for different audiences. You want it to be diverse because your goal is to give Meta enough options so it can find the right ad for the right person. If you give Meta only one option, you're limiting the possibilities. That also means moving on from the standard 6 ad limit that even Meta endorsed for years. You should know that the 6 ad limit language is gone, and Andromeda is likely the reason why. So here's the bottom of the glass. It's time to scrap your old ad strategy. Move on from the levers in the ad set. You're going to spend the most time creating ads. And this is going to take some complex planning. Map out the various customer personas you might have. What is their life like? What are their pain points? What are the solutions that your product offers? What are the various angles that you can take to highlight this? Move beyond the 6 ad limit mindset. You might create 10, 20, or even 50 ads for single ad set. And that may not be all that restricted by budget. And yeah, you don't need a separate ad set for each persona. But don't just create new ads for the sake of creating new ads either. Put thought into this. Now, we're all figuring this out together right now, but have fun experimenting. And if you want to learn more about Andromeda and creative diversification, read my blog post at johnloomer.com/Andromeda. I create a ton of free content, and I admit it. Look, if you run an agency, you're busy, you can't keep up with everything I'm writing and publishing on a regular basis. And there's a lot to know, right? So look, you'll be forgiven if you're not keeping up with the latest new feature, latest changes that are happening in meta advertising world. So while I do publish a blog post every week, I also, beginning at the end of 2022, publish short form videos on a regular basis. That is now part of my toolbox as well. But not only do I do that, but I've created a separate section of my website for these, what I call quick video tutorials, which feature a 1-minute video at the top and a shortened blog post that expands on that video, provides screenshots as necessary below it. And you may not be getting those alerts or know about those videos right now, but you can change that. All you got to do, go to johnloomer.com/video-alerts, and you can subscribe. Every time I've published a new video, you'll get emailed a notification. All right, so thanks so much for joining me again today. Until next time, do awesome things. I'm out.